Hey everybody, Old Iron Will here. Today I'm working on the Fuller & Johnson pump engine project, and today I'm making a wrist pen. So right now I've got a chunk of 3/4 inch drill rod chucked up into the lathe here. Just going to face the ends of it off and face it down to the proper length and everything that I need. And so I'll maybe speed up this portion of it, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready for the next step. So one side's done here. I'm just going to flip it around and complete the other side now. Well, there we go. I just got it faced off and down to the proper length. So now I'm just going to do a quick chamfer on the other side here as well. And then we'll be ready to get into the next step. So now I need to drill this and bore it all out. Starting with 3/16, I got to work up to a 1/2 inch. So. First drill is going to be the toughest because I'm opening the hole up. I can only drill out about half of it, so I'll have to flip it around and do the other side. So we'll complete this side first. Going about 1/4 inch, then I'm backing on off, cleaning it out, cleaning off the bit, putting more cutting oil on there. So, like I say, this will take a while, so I think I'll throw you on the time lapse here and I'll show you when everything's done. So we got a little bit over a 1/4 inch left to go here. drilling it out. So I'm on the second side. So there we just push through. So just gonna bevel this edge. Now I'm just going to chamfer the inside shoulder. So that's what we got so far. Got to do a couple of more steps here. I'm looking at the old one there. So we're gonna have to drill these holes and all that yet. So, but now we're just gonna give this a quick polish with some 4-out emery cloth and speed this up. There we go, so polished up pretty good. So I'm just gonna blue up the one side of it here and I'll measure up for the holes. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use my digital readout to determine where the center of the length of the rest pen is so I can drill a pilot hole there. Looks like this hole is for an oil hole that is used to lubricate the bronze bushing that will be within the connecting rod. So So again, I'm going to use the DRO to determine the second point of the hole. The nice part with the DRO is I was able to go right back and find exactly the center where I drilled the last hole. So now it's just a matter of using the calculations, and as you will see, I did verify it with the calipers a little bit on. I'm fairly new to this DRO, but I'm very much liking it. I think it's making some of these precision measurements and stuff very much easier for me to complete and a lot quicker to do. So very good, very, very happy with the DRO. Now I'm just going to change out the collet and get in my other one installed and insert the drill bit for me to drill this other hole out to proper size. This second hole is used for the set screw that goes down through the piston to hold the wrist pin in place so it doesn't float around within inside there and score the cylinders. So the last kind of step to manufacturing of this wrist pin, and we're getting close to the end of it here. That's why I love my digital readout. Get back to where I was. So now I'm down to just, I'm going to take a piece of emery cloth here. Going to give this a quick polish again. Get rid of the Dicon blue off of it, and just kind of make sure there's no burrs or anything there where the two holes that I've just recently drilled into this wrist pin. So, but you know, it's shining up nice there, as you can see, and I'll flip this over and we'll do the other side, and then I'll give you guys a good look at this new wrist pin for my Fuller & Johnson project, pump engine project. So everybody, there's the old wrist pin. You can see it had a little bit of wear there. Definitely a bit of a shoulder on there. So this is the new one that I just made. So we'll just finish drilling the holes. So should be more unserviceable. So I guess next will be to get it into the piston. I got to change out that bronze bushing on the wrist pin. So there we go. One more step done. We're getting close to getting this Fuller & Johnson engine project complete. So just a little bit of bonus footage here on the end of this video. I also did up another wrist pin today for my friend Barry for his Waterloo contract engine. So he'd already cut up his it was 5/8 drill rod, and so I was just kind of getting this one ready for him to do up. I was just truing the ends up here, and then I'll machine the two flat surfaces for the set screws to come down and rest on to lock it into his piston there, so it doesn't flop around in there and end up scoring the cylinder of the walls there on the engine itself. So So I've got the piece clamped now into my milling vise there. That's why it was so important to get those ends trued up nice and square so it would hold in there good and tight. And now I'm just going to machine the one surface there flat, and I'm taking measurements and everything, so they should both come out identical when completed. So like I say, you can see me working on the one, and as soon as I'm done this one, we'll move on to the second one. So again, I just got it chucked up in the lathe here, this wrist pin, just to going to give it a quick run over with some emery cloth, and I will use a file a little bit. There was a few burrs there just from the machining when I used the end mill on it, so just going to kind of clean those off a little bit so it'll slip into through his bushing and everything really nice into the piston. So just going to make sure everything's nice and clean and wrap up this this portion of it. So that's the new wrist pin I made for my friend Barry. So this is his old one there. As you can see, quite a bit of pitting. So got her pretty close to the same. So